right, Shalom. All right, this is Gamali Allah out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, now this is going to be a quick lesson, all right, and it's going to be centered around trusting the Spirit and not forcing it, and just letting the Spirit guide you. You know, a lot of times what we'll do is we can kind of force things as far as the Spirit goes, you know, and a lot of times, you know, we want to kind of do things according to our own will. And, you know, really what that is, a lot of times it's the flesh that kind of compels you, because you're like, okay, I want to do it this way, even though it may not necessarily be the Spirit, okay? And that's why, you know, we have to constantly be guided and trust the Spirit, and just allow things to work out and play out, you know, without, I guess, interfering, you know, because the Lord has a particular purpose. So when it's kind of like when you have a plan set forth, and then like the Lord knows what He wants you to do, but then sometimes you can kind of like go against what the Lord, what the Spirit is telling you to gravitate to. So this is Romans 8:14. It says, "For as many as are led by the Spirit of the Most High, they are the sons of the Most High." Yeah. So, matter of fact, I'll start at 13. "For if you live after the flesh, you shall die. But if you through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, you shall live." Yeah, so we have to put away the deeds of you know, our own carnal thoughts or opinions or certain things that we may want to compel to, you know, and we have to put that off and actually gravitate to the Spirit of the Lord, you know, and it's mortifying, which mortify means to put to death. Okay, so we actually have to put the flesh to death and put, you know, certain elements of pride, certain aspects of you know, certain things that of our will, you know, we have to put our will aside for the Spirit, for the Spirit to flourish. Okay, it says, "For as many as are led by the Spirit, they are the sons of the Most High." Yeah, because you're being led by the Spirit, you know. And what do I mean by being led by the Spirit? But what I mean by being led by the Spirit is you don't have to sit and think about what you're getting ready to do all the time. Just allow the Spirit to guide you, and you know, like the scriptures say, Yahawashi said, the birds of the air and the animals, so to speak, the fowls of the air, you know, they the scriptures say, think not what to eat or think not what to put on, which means what? It means be led by the Spirit. You know, don't think so hard into you know, don't premeditate things. You know, just allow the Spirit to guide you and trust in it. Okay, go along with the course of the water. You know, like that saying, don't force the course of the river. Mm-hmm. If you're flowing in a river, you just want to go along with it, you know. But sometimes the flesh, it'll make you, you know, start swimming in the opposite direction, or make you want to, you know, think about how can I figure out another way to flow with the river. Oh, just flow. Just let it guide you. So this is Mark 1 and 12. Matter of fact, I'll start at 11. "And there came a voice from heaven saying, 'Thou art my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased.'" Matter of fact, I'll start at 10. This is after Yahawashi was baptized by John. And it says in verse 10, "And straightway coming up out of the water, he saw the heavens opened, and the Spirit like like a dove descending upon him. And there came a voice from heaven saying, Thou art my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Verse 12, and immediately the Spirit driveth him into the wilderness. So it says the Spirit drove him into the wilderness. The Spirit impelled him. So Yahawashi didn't think to himself, I wonder where I want to go next. I wonder, no, he allowed the Spirit. It says the Spirit, immediately the Spirit driveth him into the wilderness. So the Spirit is gonna just put you in certain situations. You don't really have to think so much into. You don't have to think so much into things. Well, here's an example of that. It says Matthew 10 and 19, 18. Ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what you shall speak. Yeah, so even in that day when we're brought up amongst the magistrates and the judges and they're trying to persecute us and demonize us as Israelites, hey, we don't even have to think of what to say in that time, because like I said, the flesh will have you concoct some type of response. A lot of times the flesh will have you, okay, this, well, I wonder what I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I wanna premeditate. You kind of like premeditate things, but it says, take no thought how or what you shall speak. So don't even worry about, you don't even have to worry about what to say. And it says, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. Okay? For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. Yeah, so allow the Father to give you the guidance. Allow the Heavenly Father to basically give you the words to speak, rather than, because a lot of times we want to do things on our own accord. And I want to say, I'm going to tell the judge this, or I'm going to tell, like, it's premeditated. But this is saying, look, take no thought. Don't even worry about it. Like, for it shall be given you. The Spirit is going to give you what to speak. The Spirit is going to provide it. It's going to give you what you need, and but you have to be able to allow the Spirit to work in you and trust it. Trust the Spirit, and it's going to abound in you. Let's see, Galatians 5 and 25. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Yeah, so living in the Spirit, if we have the Spirit of the Most High, then we have to walk in that same Spirit. Like, a perfect example of walking in the Spirit is if you ever watched that movie, The Book of Eli. Okay, he was being led by the Spirit. He wasn't sitting there thinking like, okay, I'm gonna calculate this out. I'm gonna go here. First I'm gonna go here. Then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna plan it out. He didn't have his moves planned. No, first of all, when you see the ending of the movie, it goes to show he was blind. So that goes to show that what he wasn't going off his own senses. No, he wasn't going off his own thoughts. He was going off his senses. Okay, he was using the Spirit to guide him. He was using, because we don't know where we're going. We don't know where we're gonna end up. Hey, the Spirit could have it to where we're in Atlanta right now, but the Spirit could have it to where certain brothers may go to different states. Certain brothers may have to certain brothers may get called to do this and do that. But a lot of times we have our own understanding, like, I want to go here. But you can't always put your request like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go where the Spirit wants you to go. Because that's, hey, like a good example of that is Jonah. You know, Jonah, he basically, hey, the Lord had to force him to go to Nineveh. Because first Jonah fled. Jonah fled after the Lord had commanded him to go. You know, and he went according to his own will. So guess what? The Lord grabbed him and took him and put it. Well, the Lord put him through a whole situation where he was swallowed. You know, by, they say it's a whale, but really it was just a very, very large fish. But ultimately, the moral of the story is the Lord had him. The Lord used him to fulfill His will, despite him having his own, I guess, despite him trying to move along his own will or move along his own way. The Lord will show you that, nah, look, this is what I want you to do. This is what I called you to do. You know, this is Psalms 32:8, and I'll close on this. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. So the Lord is going to instruct us. I read it again, Psalms 32:8. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee in mine eye, with mine eye. Yeah, so the Lord is going to instruct us. Just allow the Spirit, be an open vessel, and just allow the Spirit to pull you. Allow the Spirit of the Lord to pull you and allow the Lord to use you. But like I said, sometimes, you know, you may have certain preconceived notions of where you want the Spirit to go, or where you know what I'm saying, where your own heart may desire to do it this way. But like I said, the Spirit of the Lord is gonna guide you. He's gonna be the one to quicken you and give you, nah, this is what I want you to do. And then, you know, He's gonna command you and put you in the right situation, you know? All right, so Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Double honors to our elders and apostles. Shalom.